friends, Glenda Mollett here, and I'm back. Welcome to my craft room. It is time for the May Paper Pumpkin Kit. This one is called, Mountain Majesties. Nope, it's called Mountain Majestic. Mountain Majesties. Yeah, that's what it's called. Oh my gosh. Some days the brain just, I think I'm still on Mickey Mouse time. Okay, I got this thing up and running, shared to where I want to share it. We'll go over here. We'll just do one last little thing that apparently I can't do the way I want to do it because this new program doesn't have the capabilities my old one did. And that's okay, because I've made it work. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Hello, Lena. Thank you. It is Tuesday, May the 20th. Oh my gosh, where has May gone? Wasn't it just April? Oh, hair day, bad hair day. Some days. So hello, Alice. I have the draw to do tonight for Share Saturday, May the 10th. So don't let me forget to do that. And I'm going to give away another paper pumpkin stamp set, and I will talk about that at the end and how you can get in. Actually, maybe I should do it now because I have to pick a word. Okay, I'll do it in a minute. Because most of you know that I just spent 6 days in Florida, in Orlando, Florida, at Disney World with the Stampin' Up incentive trip. And I have to do a required disclaimer here that less than 1% of Stampin' Up demonstrators qualify for the incentive trips. Anyways, we had a marvelous time. It was hot, very, very hot. It ranged from 26 degrees at night to 35 degrees during the day. Hello, Shannon. Thank you. Shannon says, Happy Tuesday. So this afternoon, I was getting ready to go out for my walk because thanks, Holly. Hello. I didn't walk yesterday. I did walk today. And I wanted to look at the bottom of my shoes. I think I melted the tread off of my shoes, my running shoes, because there is no tread left on the front of that shoe at all. It is just flat. It was blistering hot. And then I added up the steps that we did each day. We walked almost 67 kilometers in 5 days. 66.85 kilometers. No wonder my shoes have no tread left on them. Now I'm going to have to go and get myself some new shoes because these ones are worn out. And before I left, I said that I was going to get myself a pair of Mickey ears or Minnie ears. And I did. And they're right here. I'm not going to show you, but they're right here. We're going to have a contest to see just a little who can guess what kind of ears I got. Now, I should have taken a picture of the ear wall because all of the stores, the good thing about Disney is the Disney stores are about 90% the same products and they're all the same price. So if you see something in one area that's kind of generic, not related to like Animal Kingdom or Magic Kingdom, but the generic stuff, you know that you'll be able to get exactly that same thing in any of the parks. And Downtown Disney, which is now called Disney Springs, they have a wall of ears. So it's this huge wall, and it must have been 15 feet long. And there was every kind of ears you could possibly imagine. Now, each area did have specific ears, like Animal Kingdom had animal-themed ones. Epcot had, Epcot is like around the world. So they have places there from all the different, most of the different countries in the world. And they had a flower and food festival going on. So they had different ears for that. But most of the ears were the same. So I did grab a set of ears, and let's see if anybody can guess what kind I got. And then I will show you which ones I got at the end. So do you think I got it? Sparkly pear, a plain pear, a fuzzy pear. There was ears with popcorn on them. There was ears with donuts on them. There was ears with, I did look, there was no ears with frogs. That was disappointing. So if you're out there watching, let me know what kind of ears you think I got. And at the end, I will reveal the kind of ears I got. So tonight we are going to do Mountain Majesties Paper Pumpkin Kit from May. So let me flip you around. Hello, Susan. There we go. Get rid of me. There. So here's the box. I did open it. Get rid of the Get rid of the popcorn. I'm reading Lena says I got the popcorn ones to get rid of the plastic that's on it. So here's the suggested cards. They are masculine themed because it's May and June is Father's Day. So they kind of geared this more towards the masculine cards. And we're not going to make those ones because if you get the kit, you get the instructions on how to make them. But what I do is I make alternative cards. Susan says donut. Kathy Jean, hello from Alberta. Okay, so, and it uses Misty Moonlight. So I grabbed my big Misty Moonlight ink pad. We're going to save that. There is a stamp set. This is the stamp set. It has birds. To a wonderful man, you are the world to me. You mean the world to me. Happy birthday. Oh, I like that. Happy birthday. Look at that one. I might have to use that one other than on Paper Pumpkin. I love you. Best dad ever. You're the greatest. And happy Father's Day. Shannon Campbell says mini ears. Well, Penny. Hello, Penny. Holly says pink sparkly ones. I did get ears for Miss Maggie, but I don't want to show them because sometimes she watches me and I don't want her to see her ears before I give them to her. So I'm going to take a picture of them and I will share them once I've given them to her. We have some dimensionals and some tape. And then we have all the bits and pieces. So let me just grab all these out of here. Put the box over there to put the extras in. And hello, Valerie. Lena says goofy ears. Susan likes the birds. Me too. I was impressed because that's a lot of birds on there. So we'll be using those. Okay, so the coordinating colors are black, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Pecan Pie, and Petal Pink. So I grabbed all those colors out so we would have cardstock to work with. And we have some sentiment labels. There's one card. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at the card fronts. Whew, we're going to get 2 cards out of each one of those. That's one. I'll put that one over there. And then there's some bits. And there's 3 sets. Now these are vellum. So I'm going to keep those out. Put the extra ones in the box. Here's the next card base. Oh, look at those. Oh, isn't that amazing? That would make a wonderful sunset. We should we should try and see if we can turn that into a sunset. Can you see it's got a like a sun halo thing? Valerie says it looks like her view. Yeah, Valerie, you're very lucky to have the view you have. And then we'll keep one set of those. And oh, look at this one. Oh, I love these card bases. How fun are these going to be? And then we have some more. Thank you for being the person you are. Aw. I only want one of those, not two. Oh, and then we have 3 different envelopes. Oh, there's something else in here. There's some more vellum pieces. We'll keep those. We'll keep one of these envelopes and one of these envelopes and one of those envelopes. There we go. Alice McCallum thinks I got sparkly ears. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. That one will go with that one. This one will go with this one, and this one will go with this one. Just getting the envelopes. I like the envelopes that when they do them with the stuff on the outside. Okay, card number 1. Now remember, I don't do the cards the way they're meant to be, but I do use the pieces that they suggest. So we need, this is card number 1. And we need the birds. We'll put the birds on a block. Oh, let's get them so that they're flying straight. There we go. Now that's weird because they got a set of 3. These 3 birds here, these 3 birds or 4 birds there, those are all by themselves on a separate stamp. And it says Happy Father's Day. Not necessarily going to use it, but I'll get it out, get it ready just in case. Those are the 2 stamps they say to use. That over there. And then we need these pieces. We need, oh no, not these ones. Not those 2. This one. This one. What else have we got here? Some vellum pieces. So, did you guys have a good week? What did you do last week? You all know what I was doing last week. Got some vellum pieces. Got some more vellum pieces. You guys are being awfully quiet tonight. What's going on? Okay, so we need that piece. We need this piece. I'm trying to figure out what they're talking about here. Oh, poor Susan had to work. Maybe if I go with other ones, I'll be able to tell. So this one goes with this one. So we'll put that in there. That goes with that one. And this one goes with that one. And this one goes with that one. Okay, So that's card number 3. Now, card number 2. Oh, I put it over top of my screen, and now my screen is doing weird things. Shannon Campbell helped her mom get her place ready to sell so she can move into a retirement home. Oh, that's a big step, Susan. Or Shannon. Holy man. Okay, so we have this one. And the trees. Lena made an Advent star. I saw that, briefly saw a picture of that, Lena. Did you share it Saturday? Is that where I saw it? This one. And this one. And this one. That belongs to that one. Okay, so this one. That one we're going to use. Happy Father's Day, one of these labels. Oh, I'll have to go back and have a look. I did look at them, but only briefly. But I will go back and look. That one. This one. This one. And that one. Okay, so now we have to figure out what we're doing with this card. So they suggest this one on here like that. And then this one on here like that. And then this one on here like that. This is for the sentiment. And then this one goes in there like that. So that's what that card is supposed to look like. This is going to be hard figuring out what to do with these. Because there's not much. Anybody got any ideas? I haven't even seen any alternatives from anybody. You guys are being really quiet out there. Are you as stumped with this as I am? I have to go get a small block for those small birds. Make a sunset. Yes, I think I would like to do that, Lena. That is a good idea. So what they say is to stamp the birds, and then that's it. And then put these all on here, and then this goes down here and says Happy Father's Day. So if I cut this, can you cut the base in half, get 2 cards, and use 2 of the vellum on each card? Yes, I can do that, Shannon. I can definitely do that. But I like, that would be using the cards basically the way they're designed, only making 2 instead of 1. And I like doing something completely different. So we're going to use this one. cut that in half. And then I need some stamping paper. Put that one off to the side. Use a stamping paper. And that is a petal pink. So I wonder if we can put maybe some peach pie and some calypso coral on there. Okay, I got calypso coral one. Do I have a peach pie one? What's this one? Timid tiger. Nope. Timid tiger is too dark. Maybe I don't have a peach pie one. Isn't that interesting? Doesn't look like I have a peach pie one, but I'll make one. Okay. Hi, Diane. Oh, thank you, and thanks for joining us. I am going to make a sunset. So I'm going to take some peach pie ink. Now, if this doesn't work, maybe I'll use the one without the sun halo, because then if it doesn't work, we'll still have that one. We're going to add a little bit of peach pie on here. Just lightly add peach pie. Make it a little bit more than just petal pink in the sky. Now, these are the dies. And I don't know which one is supposed to go with this month. Does anybody know? Hugs was last month. So which die would coordinate with this paper pumpkin kit? Don't forget, I need to know what your guess is for what ears I got. Hello, Anne from Canberra. Okay, we got a little bit of peach pie on there. And we'll put a little bit of calypso coral on there. Add a little bit of darkness around the edges here. I'm trying to think what we could use for silhouette. How about if we, I was going to say the sailboat, but you can't use a sailboat because, you know, this isn't water. There we go. Now I'm thinking if I put a little bit of misty moonlight around the edge. Let me see. Misty moonlight. $7 years? 7 years what? Alice, what do you mean by 7 years? I'm going to get some trees. I have to think of what tree. What tree said I could die cut some trees from? Add some trees in our sunset. There we are. Shannon, great minds think alike. Okay, now I'm thinking mossy meadow for the card base. Of course, I pick a color. I don't have a card base already made for. Just snip this in half. Oh, no, I asked what kind of ears I got. Oh my gosh. Alice. Shoes. Shoes? Yes, what kind of ears do you think I brought home for myself? I will reveal at the end. Oh, and I'm going to give away a stamp set. Another paper pumpkin stamp set. So I don't know what month this is from, but I'm thinking it was an October or November, September, October, November-ish one because it's got leaves. It has Happy Halloween. Okay, so it was probably September. And then it says, you are a blessing. I pick you every time. Hey there, pumpkin, and thank you. So somebody's going to win this stamp set. And anybody who comments, you need to do the word. Remember, it's the word. And the word is pumpkin. I'm writing it down. So anybody who comments pumpkin on the video tonight, hello, Norma. You're not in your right mind. I understand. I understand, Alice. So comment the word pumpkin wherever you're watching, and I will go through the comments, and somebody's going to win this. Now, we are expecting a postal strike on Friday, unless some miracle happens. So this won't go out until after the postal strike, but I'll still give it away. And the word is pumpkin. Okay, so we have this, we have that. Now, trees. Kind of dies. Do I have any tree dies? I don't know. Let's see. Let's go through the new catalog and we'll see. You will see. Go through the dies. What page are the dies on, people? Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Alphabet, motifs, cone flowers, onesies, flora, galleries, layers, lifetime, loveliest tree. I don't have that one. Notes and totes, party alphabet, party banners, perennial postage, pretty folder size shapes, trusty tool. Well, that's interesting. There is none in there. There's no tree dies in there. Here's the dies. Of course, there's dies mixed up in the front as well, but that is not many dies to choose from, is it? Do we have any trees? Oh, look at all the paper saying pumpkin. Lena guesses I got sailor ears. I will reveal at the end what ears I got. I really want to know. Okay, let me get my box of dies. I got my box. I got my box of dies. This is how I store my dies. Online exclusive scenic adventure has dies. Oh, Diane, you're a lifesaver. Hang on, I have those ones. Because that's part of my, oh, look at that, perfect. Part of the creative escape is I'm using scenic adventures. I tell you, I think I left my brain back there in Disney World because things are just not computing. Okay, so we have vellum, and we're supposed to put vellum on. So let me just get a little bit of temporary tape just to hold this in place while we create our card here. Now, this is supposed to go here like that. And then this one is supposed to go on this side like this. But we have these trees. No. Let's cut out. Oh, we have this. This is a good sized tree to put in there, don't you think? Black. Black. How about if we use Secret Seed? Let's see what Secret Seed would look like. Yeah, that would be good. Norma says it's a great place to leave your brain if you had to leave it behind. Oh man, it's been tough slog in the past couple of days, I tell you. Trying to remember things. I sit at my computer and think, now where do I go for that? It's difficult right now. But it's okay because we had an amazing time. My sister and I have never gone away together, just the two of us. We've always had spouses with us when we head out somewhere. So this was really special to spend that time with her. Just her and me. The only thing is, she's a hiker, and holy macaroni, she walks. She walks and walks and walks. But the good thing was that we kind of had similar interests in what we wanted to look at, what rides we wanted to ride on, and how long we wanted to be out, which was nice. Let's see if I can get one more. Not that I'm going to use it, but it'll give us an option to have one more little tree. Come on. Don't move on me. Just sit there. Nice. Oh. So our day. Oh, there's Marlene saying pumpkin. Don't forget, if you want to get in the draw for that stamp set, say the word pumpkin. Okay, this one, another little one. So our day would start out about 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning. And we didn't have breakfast. Well, the first day we did because Stampin' Up put a breakfast on for us, and then we went off to the they call it general session, which is we all get together. So we had breakfast then, and then we did the general session, and then we headed off on an adventure to downtown Disney, which is now called Disney Springs, which totally confused me because come on now, why change the name? Anyways. Oh, this is turning out really nice. What do you think? Then we did that. We did Disney Springs the first day. And then we went back. Oh, we were going to do, oh, that's right. We were supposed to do high tea the first day. So we headed off to the boardwalk. Well, it turns out I screwed up. Oh, look at that. What do you think? I like that. Remember what that looks like, because I probably won't. Let's just do a little we have the double trees here, and then this one there, and this one here. I have to draw this, otherwise I'm not going to remember. I have one tree there, one tree here, and one tree there. Sure. That's a professional drawing. Oh, good. You guys are right there with me. So anyways, we head off to do our high tea, and turns out that I messed up the reservation and we didn't have one for what we wanted. So we made a reservation for the next day. So then we did the boardwalk, which is right beside Epcot. And then we went back to our hotel room and had a nap. And then we headed off to Disney Springs, which is downtown Disney. And then by the time we got back for dinner, it was 9:00 at night, I guess it was. I'm just putting some, oh, look, my glue's still on vacation. I'm just putting glue on here. This is vellum. So we'll let that dry. That's that one. And then this one, I can put this on. And so we hadn't had dinner yet. We did have lunch at downtown Disney or Disney Springs. It's hard to remember these things. What we did. Anyways, we had a really late dinner. And it turns out we chose well because we ate at the Polynesian resort, because our resort, the meals all stopped at 9:00, which is bizarre. So we ate next door because we had until 11. And we're sitting there eating our meal at 9:00, and it was right beside the lagoon. And across the lagoon was Magic Kingdom. So what happens at 9:00 in Magic Kingdom? Does anybody know what happens at 9:00 in Magic Kingdom? Okay, now the first thing to go on is this one. On there like that. And I didn't put adhesive on the top of these so that I can slide my trees in underneath. Oh, look, you can see that adhesive. That's not a good thing. Fireworks, exactly, over top of the castle. Well, we had a perfect view for the fireworks. So we sat there eating I was going to say eating our curds and whey. No, we didn't. I had a poke bowl. Oh man, it was a good poke bowl too. So we sat there and ate that and watched the fireworks, and then we wandered back to our hotel. This was in here, right? Like that. I have to put the birds on, but I want to see where my trees are going to go. Come on. And then this one will go here with this over top of it, like that. Yes. Perfect. So hello, Heidi. So we didn't get back to our room until almost 11:00. And then it was out like a light bulb because, 9,000 steps or 11,000 steps or whatever it was. And then the second day we got up bright and early, no breakfast. had my coffee. Lori had her coffee. And then we were off to, where did we go the first day? Where did we go the first day? Oh, we went to Disney Studios. Yep, Disney Studios. Bright and early in the morning. And everything you can get there, get everywhere by either the monorail or a bus or a combination of the two. So we did Disney Studios in the morning, rode a whole bunch of cool rides. That's where the Star Wars rides are. And she's a big Star Wars fan, and I love the Star Wars rides, so we did that. And then we had churros, because you can't go to Disney without having churros. My sister is not impressed with churros. She's a little on the strange side, that woman. She does not like cake. Like, who doesn't like cake? Honest to goodness, who doesn't like cake? Anyhow, we had churros. Was there, or was this here? I don't remember. We'll put it here. So we had churros, and then we went back to our room, and we got lost. We got on the wrong trolley, or on the wrong monorail. There's a monorail express that goes past our resort, and a monorail. And well, we got on the express, and we kind of missed the whole thing. I want to put these on before I put the birds on, or do I want to put the birds on first? So then we went back to the hotel, and we had a nap, and we had something to drink. You know, input lots of liquids. And then we headed, after our nap, we headed out to Epcot Center. We tootled around Epcot Center for a bit. Did a ride or two. Now, Epcot is not my favorite place. There's not much there that really I want to do, because I was more there for the rides. And holy man, it was so hot. Like, it hit 35 degrees. Okay, I'm going to put these there, and then where's my little ones? The little ones are going to go over there. Okay. And then we decided we were done with Epcot, so we went back to Disney Springs again and did. Do I want these to be navy blue, or do I want these to be? No, we'll use this. Misty Moonlight. Right there. So we went back to Disney Springs, and I went to the Ghirardelli store. Has anybody been to Ghirardelli store at Disney? They have it in Disneyland, and they had it in, I forgot to clean this, Disney World. And the nice thing about Ghirardelli is the ice cream, which I can't have, but they have the big 2-pound bags of mixed Ghirardelli chocolates. And if you buy 2, you get the third one free. Well, guess what? I had to buy 2 and get 1 free, because they were $49 a bag US. And I knew I wanted 1, maybe 2. And so I ended up with 3. That'll give me chocolate to do my events with. So if you're coming to my Creative Escape, you just may get Ghirardelli chocolates. And I'm sorry to the people, I already mailed them out. I already mailed packages out to because, well, you know, postal strike. I'll have to send you Ghirardelli chocolates after the strike is over. There's a couple of little tags on here from popping those things out. So I got my Ghirardelli chocolates, and then we wandered our way back to the hotel room, dropped those off, and then went back to the pollen. Oh, that was the day we had our high tea. Yes, and so we did Disney Studios in the morning, then we did high tea at Boardwalk, and then we went to Epcot. Then we went back to the Boardwalk, got the chocolate. That's the way it worked. Anyways, I was so disappointed in high tea. I can't express how disappointed I was. So we have one tree's going to go here. Happy Father's Day is going to go up there. This is going to go down here. First of all, it was uber expensive because what they don't tell you when they tell you what the price is that they add a 24% tip on top of it. 24% tip. I'll just say that and let it sink in for a minute. So it was $95 US each, plus a 24% tip on top of that. Why, Susan? I have no idea. And then they tell you, yeah, 5 pots of tea, and these are the pots of tea, and then we're going to bring out your goodies. Let's not use those ones. We'll use these ones. And you'll have different teas you'll get to taste the 5 different teas. And they said, do you want to tell us which ones you want, or do you want it to be an experience? And we said, no, we'll do the experience because we want to try all 5 of them, right? So they bring out this 3-tiered thing. There is finger sandwiches on the bottom. There is chicken, salmon, and cucumber. And the sandwiches are about that long and about this wide. So they're about that size. There's 6 of them, one of each one for each of us. Then that's on the bottom tier. And then on the middle tier, there was 3 different squares. There was a lemon square, there was magic bar, and there was a blueberry one. Oh, and we got a blueberry scone as well. So the pieces were about this size. And there were 6 of those. And then on the top, there was like 2 chocolate cupcakes and 2 chocolate truffle chocolates with some kind of fruit thing in the middle of them, and 2 more squares. That's it. That's all we got for our $95. We ended up not getting the 4th and 5th pot of tea. We never did get to experience all 5 pots. We only got 3 pots. And then our server dude disappeared and left us alone. Ta-da! There's our first card. Yay! Now, if I get, where is Scenic Adventures? let's put some trees on the inside. Put this tree in there. And then they come afterwards, after you're done and you tell them that you are done. They bring you little boxes to put your goodies in. And these cute little bags, which are really cute, and they're really expensive because they're not plastic. They're like a plasticized cotton type thing. And you put your boxes of leftovers in those bags and walk away with them. Then you say, yeah, I'm done. And you pack up you pack your stuff up. They don't pack it for you. You pack it up. And then they come around, the hostess comes around with a folder and says, I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll just leave this here. If you so feel inclined, you could add an extra tip. What? Why in the world would we add an extra tip after we already paid 24% tip? I tell you, we did not do an extra tip. And my sister was not nice because then they send you this, well, how did we do? What did you think? Did you enjoy? Survey. We let them have it because I think Canadian, it's $327 or something is what it ended up being on my credit card for that horrible experience. There's something on my, but we went. I don't have to be disappointed because I didn't do high tea. If I ever do it again, I will be doing it in England. There we go. We have our card. We turned it into a Father's Day card that is completely different from what they suggested. That's not bad. I might have to put some bling on here though. Let me just leave that out. Okay. I know. And if we hadn't have had money from Stamping Up to use, like they gave us per diem, and we didn't eat the $200 US each day that they told us that we would have to use. So that's what we used for high tea. But if we hadn't have had that and I had to pay for it myself, I would have been really upset. Oh, Diane. Diane comes from Britain, and I bet you make an amazing high tea. I would make the trip to your house just for that. It was disappointing, Susan. It was truly disappointing because I had looked forward to it for so long. And then they turned it into a commercial thing instead of a pleasant adventure. It was really pretty there. But holy man, Disney World is highly overrated, all of it. Our daughter lives in Florida and I've been many times and find it's just not worth the money. Oh, Heidi, I agree with you. But I think in the end, it cost the whole week, 6 days, probably cost me $200. And that was for stuff I brought home for the grandchildren. So it basically was a free experience. And it was priceless getting to see all my friends that I haven't seen since last year, because of course it's usually the same people that qualify for these every year. So we get to know each other and it's lovely. Okay, so this one, you're supposed to take this and then you put the vellum on. What? Okay, this doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, I forgot about this piece. And then this piece goes on, and then this piece goes on. And then this goes here, and that goes there. So that's what they suggest for this card. Oh, Alice, it's raining over there. Oof. Okay, so this card set is really difficult to figure out what I want to do with them. Because I don't understand why they printed all of that and then you cover it all up. Doesn't make sense to me. Anybody got any wild ideas? Let's cut some trees out of this. Where did I put my dies? I lost my dies, people. There they are. We put a vellum there. And then put that there. Now, if I cut this out of that like that, then if I decide I don't like it, we can still cover it up. So let me cut. That's not going to work. Okay, we're going to sacrifice the vellum. We'll just cut this right there like that. Oops. Where'd my vellum go? I don't want to run over it with my chair. Ah! Oh! Okay. We have vellum right there. Now, basic black. Basic black. Anyways, we had a wonderful time. We didn't do a lot of eating. We did a lot of walking. Got to see, I think we saw everything we wanted to see. I'm going to cut this at just over 4 1/4. 4 1/2. That way I make sure it's going to go from one side to the other. We got to do everything we wanted. We got to see everything we wanted. I got gifts for the grandkids. Hubby got a new hat. He's excited because he got a new hat. And all it is black with Walt Disney World on it. So nothing funky. I didn't get him ears. Don't forget, if you want to be entered into the draw for the stamp set, the paper pumpkin leaf stamp set. I'll show it to you again. You have to comment pumpkin. There it is. So this is the stamp set I'm giving away this week. Comment pumpkin. And I'm going to reveal what kind of ears I got at the end of this. So if you have any guesses as to what ears I have, put it in the comments. There must have been 50 different kinds of ears. So what ones do you, and different colors. There's like a rainbow of ears. Okay, so we have that. Now this is really cool, this die, because you can use both sides of this. That's going to go, let's move that down a little bit so we see the mountains in behind it, like that. And then we'll put these trees right along there like that. That over a little bit. Go like that. And then I am going to maybe I should have made that longer. If I put this underneath here. That's not going to make any difference now, is it? Because it's exactly the same. No. We're going to use this on another card. We're going to use this though. Now, where's my adhesive? We're going to put this mountain right about there. And then I'm going to put these trees right about there. Maybe we'll do these trees there. Then we'll do these trees. No, too much alike. I didn't leave enough on there. Maybe we need black that goes off. Eeyore. That you spelled it right. Norma thinks I got Eeyore ears. Anybody else got any guesses what kind of ears I came home with? I'm going to put this all the way down here like that, and we're just going to cut trees right along the top. I'm going to cut right there like that. Hopefully that will be long enough. These cards are taking a long time tonight. Oh man. Oh, wasn't long enough. Darn. Oh well. Maybe we can use both of them. That one there, put that one there. No. Need to get a piece of black that's wider than that. It's always better to start up with something too wide when you're doing this because you can always cut it off. So this was 2.5. So I will make this 3.5. 3.5 by 4.5. And we'll just cut Donald Duck because he's short like us. Ah! Yep, good things come in short packages. And you know what? The cool thing is that I was actually the tallest one in our group of 2 because my sister is shorter than I am. Why not use the extra piece? Because it's too much the same, Alice. You're talking this extra piece. It's too much the same by the time you put it on here. First of all, it's not long enough, so I have to put it so like that. It doesn't look right. Does not look right. So that was the first 2 days of our trip. And to hear about the next 2 days of our trip, you're going to have to join me tomorrow night. Because I'm done talking about Disney World now. Tonight. Other than to reveal what kind of ears I got. Okay, let's see. That's better. See, now I can put these where I want, and then I'll just cut the excess off of the bottom. Okay, what else is there? Now, these go about here. Should I use those or should I not use those? I'm not liking them. Maybe we need to use. We do that like that and have a mountainy thing. We'll cut off the excess like that, and then put these ones on here straight. That will work. And then we'll just use this or a narrower one or a piece of white. Oh, hey, what about this? What have we got in here? So I got a sneak peek for you. You want to see a sneak peek? Use trees that you cut out. Use trees. What was the best part of the trip? Spending time with my sister. That was by far the best part of the entire trip, was getting to spend time with my sister because, well, she's old. Yep, she's old. She's technically younger than me. But like I said at the beginning, cutting trees with the blue vellum. Oh, I could do that's a good idea, Shannon. She's technically younger than me. And whenever we go anywhere, like we went to England together and we had a wonderful trip. But every time we go somewhere together, we have spouses with us. And this time it was just her and me. And it was wonderful. And she likes to be in charge. So I let her think she was in charge. So now I'm cutting off the excess of the black because I've got them on there where I want them to be. And we're going to cut this off, and then we're going to put a second layer of trees on there. And then I will die cut a couple of trees out of that vellum. Just like Shannon said. There we go. Oh, didn't that turn out nice? Yes, yes, yes. Get rid of that. Now we'll have this one. This one there. Now get the vellum. Put out some trees. And the next trip that I'm working on now, with your help, is an Alaska cruise. And that will happen in May of 2026. And then after that, the one they announced for 2027 is Costa Rica. Oh, yes. Book me in. I've always wanted to go to Costa Rica. Oops. Didn't cut all the pieces out. So I asked my sister if she wanted to go to Costa Rica with me, and she said yes, she would. So I said, okay, so now you have to buy paper pumpkin each month so you can support my business and help me get to Costa Rica, and I will take you. Because she is not crafty at all. She tried to scrapbook when her daughter was born. That didn't last very long. There we go. There, or, okay, should I put them on the right side like that? Or should I put them on the left side like that? Which side do you think these trees should go on? That's going to be about, oh, maybe we can do this. There. Do a couple. Oh, too bad. We could have put some grass, but now I've used that vellum, so that's not going to work. Oh, darn. Do a couple of little trees. So has anybody out there been to Costa Rica? Or Costa Rica, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Lena says left, Marlene says left. One more. Yes, for 3 weeks for a wedding. It was fabulous. Oh, Shannon, how lucky. 3 weeks. Now, am I using this thing? Yes or no? For those trees? Or shall we stick with the vellum ones? And while you're deciding that, I am going to, what sentiments are in the stamp set? Let's not lose my dies. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, let's use happy birthday. Yes. If you can go to Tabacon Resort, it's a lava-created waterfall park, cool spa restaurants. It was so cool. Hello, Dimity. Yeah, we don't have any say for the resort, unfortunately, Shannon. We go where we're told. Okay, I'm going to use this, but I'm going to cut it down because I want to put trees in behind it. So to use this, happy birthday, I want this to be 7/8 by 1.5. 1 and 5, 7. Get this. The larger trees throw off the perspective. I agree with you. Alice, you're right. Susan says no. No, don't use those ugly trees. I'm sorry, they are kind of ugly, aren't they? Happy birthday. Get some glue on the trees. And this has to dry before I can use it, otherwise we're going to see it. I probably shouldn't have put glue up at the top. Let's just erase that. Erase that glue. No, we'll wipe that glue off. Let that dry. We'll put some glue on these ones. I'm going to put the sentiment over top of them. I do think. I think. That over there. Does anybody like this saying, thank you for being the person you are? They look more like the rocks you stacked together. Oh, Inukshuk? Is that what it's called? An Inukshuk? Yeah, I don't like them either. They're over the other side. Okay. The black, and I'm going to put it at a jaunty angle. Like that. Nope, this way. It's going to go this way. Like that. So let's get some adhesive on the bottom. Like that. I'll get this on here. For just a little so that that end tree is on there. Get that down a bit more. Take our blue trees and we'll stick them in behind here. Like that. Now, what about if we took some strips of dimensionals and snuck them underneath? Kind of pop that up a little bit. You know, we have one more card yet, and we've been on here like an hour and a half already. Thank you for hanging out with me this long. It's been a long haul. That up. Dimensional down there. And we'll do 2 more. And that's just giving us a little bit of separation between those 2 rows of black trees. That one in there. One more right on the edge. Oops, I just stuck that right over top of my trees that have the glue on them. There. See, that just makes them stand up just a little bit. Right, tip it over, trim it off. I like doing this because it's always fun to reveal what the other side looks like once you get it all trimmed. You ready for the big reveal? Oh, love it, love it, love it. Love it. Okay, now I'm going to put these trees, I think they're like that. Have happy birthday. Okay, they need to go over a bit more. The one thing I like about Tombow is that when you let it dry, it becomes movable. Trying to decide where I want the sentiment. Needs to go over top of that. Here we are. That's where I want them. And this is going to be on dimensionals. So are you tired? Shall I leave the 3rd card for another day? Or shall we do it? Don't forget, if you want to be in the draw for the paper pumpkin stamp set with leaves, you need to comment pumpkin. I don't think I like those up that high with the dimensionals underneath there. Wonder if I'm going to be able to get it up. Take those out. It looks funny. You probably can't tell from your vantage, but it does. It looks weird. Because it's too far down. They need to be behind the trees, not behind the. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's Carol and Dimity said pumpkin, so they're in the draw for the stamp set. Now, if you live out of town, you won't get them until our postal strike is over. And if you live in town, you will be able to pick it up anytime after I do the draw. Okay, I'm just going to leave that like that. Now we need to put it on a card base. What kind of card base? Misty Moonlight, I think. That's not Misty Moonlight. This is Misty Moonlight. Do I have one? Of course not. Oh, is this one the right size? Uh-huh. We'll just do an up and down card. I don't usually do up and down cards. I'm just going to score this. And put this right onto the card base. I didn't use the birds on this. Should I put some birds in some of the little birds? Not the big thing of birds, but the little thing of birds. I just put some birds up there, or should I just leave it? Oh, I should have done this. Now's when I start going, oh, I should have done. Oh, I should have done. And then I'm never happy with the card the way it is. Come on, these trees need to lay down a little bit. I think it'll be fine once we get some bling on there. Okay, where's my tree stamp? Hello, Susie. What's been going a long time? Dimity? Add the birds. Absolutely the birds. Oh, apparently the birds are popular. Here we are. Now, the envelope for this one is this envelope. And I think I'm just going to put some trees on it as well. Because why not? There we are. Absolutely add the birds. Okay. Where's the baby? The little birds. I don't want to put lots. I just want to put the little ones. Your postal strike. Oh, we had a postal strike and it was a month. And that was at the beginning of the year. And then they were told to go back to work. And they've been working on settling and it hasn't worked. So now they did strike notice yesterday and they're going on strike on Friday and we have no idea how long for. But at least this time I was smart. I got everything except my product shares out and I couldn't do my product shares because I didn't have the stuff before I left. And there was no way I was going to get hubby to cut all that cardstock and ribbon for me because that would have been just disastrous. Okay, there's card number 2. Where's card number 1? Card number 1. 25 to 27 in color flat pearls. We are going to use some what are these ones called? See, Secret Sea. Secret Sea. There we go. Going to put Secret Sea ones on that one. That was card number 1. And card number 2, we'll use the cloud cover ones. And put cloud cover ones because that's kind of the color of the vellum, I do believe. There, that finished the cards off. That finished the cards off. There we go. And I'm going to go back in and do something with those trees. I'll get some really thin slices of dimensional, put them underneath that, but you don't have to hang around for that part because that's going to take forever. Okay, so we still have this, and we still have this, and we still have this, and we still have that. And then we got this weird saying, thank you for being the person you are. So those will make another card. There's a little bit of vellum left. So for those of you who just joined us, I am giving away this stamp set, Paper Pumpkin, from, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I don't remember. I didn't write the date down on this one. And it is Halloween and leaves. So to get in the draw for this, you have to comment pumpkin wherever you're watching, and it has to be live. Or if you watch the replay before I go through tomorrow morning and write down everybody's name. So you have a little bit of time. And guess which kind of Mickey or Minnie ears I came home with. I am trying to find my desk. Okay, this one is different colors. Now, it is supposed to be, you put A on first. I don't understand why they printed it and then they tell you to put stuff over top of the print. Like that just, it doesn't make sense to me. That goes on there. And then B goes on there. And then C goes on here. Now I have to decide what we're going to do with this. What are we going to do? Pop that up. And then we put that on there like that. And we pop that up. That'll give it dimension at least. Okay, let's cut this. Maybe we'll cut this down and put it on a pecan pie card base. Let's cut this down to 4. But I have to do it a little bit off each side. So we're going to start with, oops. I lost that on the floor. Okay, I'm going to cut that down to 4. And then we'll cut this down to 5 1/4. And we will find pecan pie. Oh, sugar shot. I just lost all my bases on the floor. And I just found a bling on my shirt. I'm not sure where it came from. Okay. I will need one of these, so we'll keep that out. This is going to go on here like this. And then I'm going to take this, we're going to cut it down a little bit. That's what we'll do. And then we'll put this on and we'll cut that down a little bit. And then we'll put this on here like that. Now, what if we use the other side? Okay. I've changed my mind. I'm going to use this one. So now I have to do some more trimming. Trim, 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 trim. Okay. So we'll just cut this to 4. Cut this down to 5 1/4. Some temporary tape on here so I can build it without it moving. Now, do you like the pecan pie background? And this, I'm going to move this down like that, but I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals. So I take this back up again. Put a little bit of temporary adhesive on here. You know, it's really a shame to cover up those. Put that on there like that. Now I'm going to cut it. Anybody got big plans for tomorrow? Tomorrow is my Sunshine Club Stamp Crafts ladies, second to the last one of the year. And then we're done until September. And then in the afternoon, scrapbook class for the ladies that couldn't make it to the last one I had. It's a makeup class. Then I'll be live tomorrow night with some kind of card. Cut the blue bits off. Cut what blue bits off? I don't know what you mean, Alice. You mean cut these off? We put this like this. On dimensionals. But this is exactly the same thing. It's just angled different. So this is going to be here like that. And this is going to be here like that, but up on dimensionals so that it has a little bit of lift in there. And then this one, go down here, the vellum in the middle. Those bits instead of covering, oh, I see what you mean. That'd be there. That'd be there. I see what you mean. We'll cut them off. I'm not sure I'm going to use them. Valerie, are you still there? Tell us how Dave is doing. If you're still there. It does seem silly to cover up all those lovely layers. I agree, Norma. You could cut below the wheat colors so you could save the bottom part. Oh, Shannon, you're thinking right along the lines of the rest of us. Good job. Oh, Susan has to work. I'm sorry, Susan. You have my sympathies. Okay, so this will go on here like that. Now, what about if we put that on there? Maybe put the vellum in there. Put that in there like that. And then that on top like that. Oh, that is a lot of have to cut that down. That's a lot of layers of cardstock on there, but I think it looks nice. I'm just gonna hold that on there and cut this off. So it's approximately the same. Oops. That's not what I want to do. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, come on. That's going to go on there. And then this is going to go on there. But where was that going to go? Right about there. Okay. Put some of this along the bottom here. The glue on my fingers. That where it's going. No, up a little bit. Up a little bit. That's better. A little bit more of that. Okay. I'm going to put this down. Right there like that. Except this isn't straight. Let go. Oh, people, you're still hanging in there. I'm sorry, this is taking forever. Like, this is 2 hours. I'm never live for 2 hours. But it's almost time to do the draw for, maybe I'll do that tomorrow night. I'm not going to do the Share It Saturday draw for May the 10th tonight. This is taking too long. We'll do that tomorrow night. Okay, I'm going to put this on here like this. And then we'll just chuck that on there. And then we'll chuck that on there like that. Yep. And we got lots of layers. And this one has no trees. That's okay. Where's my finger? It's gonna go down there like that. Where are those ugly trees from the last card? Maybe we can use. Can we maybe use those on there? What do you think? I think we can use them kind of like that. I forgot to cut that down. That'll work, won't it? We just put those couple of trees in there. Let's put a little bit of dimensionals on the top of the trees so they stay up. There. I lost my layer. I had it on there already. No. I sure appreciate you guys hanging out with me this long. I do have to cut this down though. Now, which end do I want to cut down? That end or that end? I'll cut off the long end. Okay, so if I line this up like this, right there. It's stuck to my fingers. This one goes down here like that. Oops. I haven't crafted. Do you know how long it's been since I crafted? It's been a week. Last time I made a card was when I was with you guys last week. There we go. All right. Stamp set. Some birds. But instead of Misty Moonlight, I want to use Secret C because I want it a little bit darker. It's interesting the thought process that goes into the. Oh, I know. Shannon, there's not much thought processes happening tonight, I tell you. I'm going to put birds right there. Oh, ooh, darn. Right there. And I'm going to use that color for the sentiment too, but sentiment I want to use. Sometimes it takes me a couple of hours to make a card. Sometimes it takes not that long at all. It all depends on, first of all, on what stamp set I'm using. Because if I really like a stamp set, then once I get going, the ideas just roll off. But sometimes they don't. And it's a long, drawn out process to get the cards. And I will admit this one is difficult getting alternatives because of the printing and everything on there. Trying to get my brain started creating again because it's been on Disney mode for a week. Okay, now what do we use on there? What should we use on there? Wish I had black ones, so we'll have to. What are these? Yep. Give me some Riverside irregular pearls. They will work. 1, 2, 3. Susan says sometimes when I'm cleaning up, ideas come to me. Yeah, and then you have to stop cleaning and create the card, right? Yeah, I don't like the dimensional underneath there. We're going to pull that off because it's in the wrong spot. That's better. Okay, there's the card. Now I just have to do the inside. And where did I put my stamping paper? There it is. We're going to use Secret C. And we're going to use the tree again that we've been using all along. I love this color. Anybody else like this color as much as me? I just think it's not black and it's not blue. It is in between. Okay, where's the envelope? There's the envelope. We're going to put trees on the envelope. Ooh, Susan likes it. Oh no, Susan has to stop and make her cards. Yep, that's what happens. Here we go. I'm done. 2 hours to make 3 cards. I'm sorry it took so long. I will do the draw for the Share It Saturday tomorrow during my Facebook Live because it won't take so long. But I will show you the ears that oh, thanks, Susan. I love making cards. Alice likes the color. Thanks, Alice. Okay, so are you ready for the big ear reveal? 1, 2, 3. There's our 3 cards. Where did those come from? Oh. Let's keep it up. I'm trying to make this a little bit cleaner. And then I will flip it around and let me get my ears on. You can't see me because I haven't got my camera showing. So I'm going to put my ears on. So anybody else want to make a quick guess what ears I got? Thanks, Marlene. Thanks, Susan. I have them on. You ready? I have to be able to find my mouse though. Hang on. Okay, so we had guesses of sparkly ones and donut ones, and I decided to go with ta-da! I got traditional Minnie Mouse ears. Look at that. Isn't that fun? I love them. They are so fun. Are they straight up? I can't see because I've got a thing in my this way. There we go. Yep. I'm going to take these north with me when we go up for the grandchildren so I can put my ears on with my grandchildren. Thanks, Susie. Thanks, Shannon. Thanks, Eddie. Shannon, you were right. Yep. I usually get myself a mug when I go away, so instead this year I got ears. All right. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with me, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed the journey. It has taken a long time to get these 3 cards done. And I will be back tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. And we will do the Share It Saturday draw then. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you soon in my craft room. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now. Minnie, Minnie, Minnie.